What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're here at the career fair, soon to be. Miss Keen, you want to tell us about what it is?
Yeah. So today we have a job career fair during lunches, fourth and fifth. If your teacher is willing, you can come during class and kind of walk around. There's going to be over 40 vendors. They're just going to talk to you about job opportunities after high school. Even if you don't really know what you want to do or know that it's not for you, it's great to just spark up a conversation. Maybe a friend is interested and you have more information on it. But make sure you come down and walk, enjoy your lunch, talk to people, and just see what they have to offer. We'll see you later in the show too.
Happy Friday, Bears! Two state lawmakers have proposed House Bill 485, which would restrict students' use of social media, ban them from TikTok altogether, and prohibit schools from allowing students on their personal devices, unless being used educationally or in an emergency situation. House Bill 485 is awaiting its first hearing in committee, and if passed, it would take effect in January 2025. According to a post-analysis of crowd counting consortium data, there has been an increase in pro-Palestine protests at American colleges this past week and a half, which accounted for 1/5 of such protests since the war in Gaza began. Students have set up encampments and organized rallies and marches. Police officers stormed a Columbia University building being occupied by pro-Palestine protesters, according to AP News. The protesters seized the administration building, vandalizing and blockading the building known as Hamilton Hall. And just blocks away at City College of New York, protesters were in a standoff with police officers outside the college's main gate, causing police to haul people to the ground in an attempt to clear the streets and sidewalks. Similar protests are occurring at OSU. Sam scopes out the area live to see what this is about.
What's up, Bears? We're here live at the Oval right now. Now, last Thursday, there was actually an encampment that was broken up by OSU police officers here on the Oval. Now, as you may know, it's coming up exam seasons even at the collegiate level. So what we're seeing all over the country is protesters. Many of these encampments which are holding these Palestine protests are actually disrupting a lot of these exam seasons and the studies. For example, Columbia University, the building they did storm was the library. And the fact of the matter is that police officers and the administration from these universities are shutting down these encampments and making sure that their students can go through with graduation and exams in a peaceful manner. Now, I was here on, I believe, Wednesday around 6 p.m. Now, there was protests around 5:30 p.m. according to Lantern. Now, when I got there around 6 or 7, there was just a couple people huddled around this statue over here, chanting Free Palestine and so on and so forth. Now, again, what we're seeing is about 2,000 people have been arrested across the country for these protests. And however, there's places like Purdue which are able to do it peacefully with permit from the university. And they're still protesting regardless of these encampments all over the country. All right, now that's it. Let's toss it back to Nathan.
It's still me, Sam, sorry. But as Sam said, as of this morning, the Associated Press reported that across the country, 2,200 pro-Palestine protesters have been arrested. Back in October, Nathan hung out with some Scotland exchange students here at UAHS. It's about time to start signing up for the next Scotland exchange trip.
guys, I'm Flora.
And I'm Ruth.
We took part in the Ohio-Scotland exchange this year. We came over to Ohio last October, and I can safely say from both of us, it was one of the best experiences of our lives.
Everyone was so kind and welcoming.
One of the most characteristic things about Scotland is its amazing history and beautiful scenery.
From castles and lochs to all the beautiful hikes you can go on, one of the most memorable features about Scotland is its rich history and beauty.
If you choose to visit us, you'll most definitely take a trip to Edinburgh, our capital city.
Between all the various activities and sightseeing, we often all hung out as a group at someone's house.
You can pick up an application or actually ask for an application. You could email me at bchandler@uaschools.org or Mr. Griffin at dgriffin@uaschools.org, and we can send you a link to the application. And you will have to ask a couple of teachers to write a quick recommendation for you, that they just have a form to fill out, and they get to come here in October, and then you get to go visit them over spring break.
This trip couldn't be made possible without our amazing partners, though, who welcomed us into their homes and made this exchange even better.
We hope that we've inspired some of you to take part in this exchange next year.
And thank you so much for having us on the show.
Again.
You can also access applications on your class Canvas page. Applications are due Friday, May 10th, so current sophomores and juniors, you have a week. As of this morning, less than half of the senior class has completed the senior exit survey. It's critical that all seniors complete this survey regardless of post-high school plans. This must be submitted by this Sunday, May 5th. Any senior unsure on how to access the survey is encouraged to stop by the College and Career Center or ask a senior classmate who has successfully accessed the survey. Okay, let's make our way on to sports now.
Welcome back to Sports Bears.
Softball has had some tough matches lately, unfortunately taking losses to Coffin and Orange last week and New Albany this week by the score of 4-9. The team turned the tides shortly after during the game against Whetstone last night, where they beat the team 15-5.
Baseball boys played Coffin last night, losing 0-2 and fell 1-2 in their series of games against the Shamrocks. The boys honored 7 seniors on Tuesday against Olentangy Orange, yet didn't quite get the result that they wanted. But the boys are going to get their get back tonight against Davidson.
Boys volleyball swept the competition last week, beating both Kaufman and Westerville Central. Here's a flick of Gillette getting up there.
So we have boys tennis. They went 2-2 this past week, beating both Davidson and Dublin Jerome and falling short to Massillon Jackson and Bexley. The boys' next match is at home today against Columbus Academy.
Track and field had a day at the Panther Invitational with Lil Bro Elizabeth Probst taking first in the 400 meter and Kyle Hughes taking first in the 800 meter. The 300 hurdles and 200 meter placed second, while high jump included Jessica Cook and Carl Dufresne.
Girls lacrosse has been rolling, taking dubs against Hilliard Bradley last Friday and Hilliard Davidson on senior night. The girls also had a close dub against Springboro on Wednesday. Their next game is tomorrow against Gearing Catholic.
Boys lacrosse has not lost since the last show, going on a 4-game bender, including senior night against Bradley, Centerville, HSE, and Hilliard Davidson. The boys' next game is against Brother Rice tomorrow at 1, and historically, our Bears are currently 24-23 on Brother Rice in regards to winning. This is a big game, so be sure to show up and get rowdy.
It's playoff time for professional hockey and basketball, and these men are hungry. The Colorado Avalanche, the defending champs for the Hockey League, are advancing to the next round as they beat the Jets in a 4-1 series. Yesterday, the Maple Leafs tied up their series with the Bruins, forcing a Game 7.
For basketball, the Cleveland Cavs are looking to advance tonight as they lead 3-2 against the Magic. They play in Orlando tonight at 7.
I hope the Ohio team can pull through on this one, just like Nathan is giving us a rundown on the Hope Squad. Let's toss it around.
Sponsored by UA Ed Foundation.
What's up, guys? Today I'm here with Hope Squad. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Hadley Taylor. I'm a junior and I'm a Hope Squad student leader. And according to Nathan, I am also a slime expert.
I'm Miss Keen. I saw you guys earlier. I'm just here to make some slime, and I'm one of our Hope Squad advisors.
All right, so you guys already heard it. Today we're going to be making some slime. Joe, you want to get a little zoom in on what we're doing? So I've never really made an official slime before, but it's my understanding that you put a little baking soda or baking powder in here in each of them, and then you guys want to start making them. Let's go. I don't really know all of the steps, but I know that you got to mix at some point. Miss King, you want to talk about why slime is good for us?
Sure. So slime is just a fun activity you can do. So we know that right now everyone's really stressed about exams and the end of the year. And so May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we really just want everyone to find things that are fun for them to do. And so this whole week, Hope Squad has been planning activities. So like yesterday, we played kickball, we had chalk, stuff like that outside, just to remind you of recess. We're making slime right now. Look at Nathan's pretty slime. Look, there we go. Hadley, our expert over there, is crushing it. It's fantastic. So these are just things that remind you of when you were a kid and what it was like to have recess. And so that's kind of why we're doing this, just to remind you guys to do something fun.
All right. So as you can see, kind of halfway through the process right now, do you want to tell us about what you do as a Hope Squad member?
Yes. So as a Hope Squad member, all members are taught how to talk with students who might be struggling with suicide or just mental health or suicidal thoughts. And then we learn we learn the signs, and then we learn how to like notice the signs when people are struggling with mental health or suicidal thoughts, and we learn how to help them.
That's great. So I think I'm getting pretty far into it right now. Joe, let's get another zoom in. I just added my shaving cream. I think the other two are a little bit less far. And then I'm adding my thing now. So I think we're almost done. Well, like you guys heard, slime is a great activity to do to help with your mental health. Hope Squad is a service here that we have at the high school that's super important. So just know that you have that connection if you need it. Now let's kick it to Tommy and Alex. Oh,
sorry. Okay. Also, at lunches today, you're gonna enjoy the job fair like we talked about, but then after, come join Hope Squad outside because we have popsicles for you guys. So make sure you check everything out.
All right. Get your bomb pops outside. Let's kick it to Tommy and Alex with the interview.
Welcome to the fastest segment of the show, as we are joined here by the 4x4 members of our very own track and field team. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
I'm Elizabeth Pauling.
I'm Maggie Robertson.
I'm Elena Schneider.
And I'm Maren Degenhart.
All right, you guys know the drill. We're going to run through some questions that the students and staff are chomping at the bits to hear.
All right, so what is going through your mind when you were next to the 7 other racers at the start of the race?
Not gonna lie, on the verge of tears every time. It's kind of stressful when you're going against some pretty big girls with a bunch of tattoos. It's a bit scary.
Maggie?
Yeah, I mean, I did have to race a girl with this big leg tat, and it was really intimidating and scary. But I just try not to look, and I wait to get the baton.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like to talk to my competition, so I just try to, get after them and just chase them down.
Valid. Degs?
Yeah, low-key rethinking it all. Like, I do not want to be running this race right now.
All right.
All right, so we got to ask everyone this question. So what is your guys' pregame rituals?
I chug an Alani. It works pretty well.
We try to hide behind the bleachers to see if we can miss the race, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Night before, drink a nice glass of beet juice.
Yeah.
Right before the 4x4, I like seeing Hamilton. It makes us go pretty fast.
Yeah. All right, post-race, you guys are tired, you're out of juice. What is your post-race meal, like to carbo load?
I'm going to have to go with Cane's.
Cane's, or we'll hit up Sheets.
A nice 3-finger combo from Cane's, followed by a McFlurry.
Yeah, definitely Cane's.
Valid. Thank you guys for coming on the show, and best of luck in your upcoming meets. Skylar's going to take us to the finish line. That was good.
UA High School's prom masquerade was this past weekend. Sam checked out the vibe.
Welcome back to Kickin' It Live Prom. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Can we do that? Let's run that back.
What's up, guys? I'm Sam Kareen, here with Nathan.
I'm low-key understimulated. I feel like they should turn it up.
Are you guys going to be coming back to Killside for prom?
No, because I'm a senior.
Be honest, what would you do if you were on the Titanic?
Just swim and survive on my own.
But it's freezing cold.
I think I could handle it,
So this is the Titanic exhibit. Welcome. These are the stairs. We have some pots and pans and dining ware. There's some metal plates over there. So here's the metal dining ware. We have some high...
So I was asked what the Titanic means to me. And, well, it means absolutely nothing.
Can we get a drip check?
Yeah, we got a twisted tailor suit, jacket running about 8 bands, pants about 7 bands. We got the inside out white Phantom dunks, that'll run about 12K. You know, put it all together, something slight for prom. You know, I just showed a little bit.
Come see the UAHS Vocal Music Spring Follies production, 70 Years of UAHS Musicals, today and tomorrow at 7 p.m. UAHS students can get a free ticket by scanning the QR code found on posters around the school and typing in the student code at checkout. See Dr. Moss with questions. Everyone is invited to join the audience of the box set, which is a collection of 10 original student plays being presented today at 3:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m., and Saturday at 3:30 p.m. There are no tickets, so arrive early and make a donation at the door. The career fair is happening today during the lunch periods. It's an opportunity for students to connect with local employers and learn about future careers and current job opportunities. For high school students seeking to build leadership skills can be given a leadership intern opportunity. This opportunity introduces entrepreneurial and intellectual property concepts, strengthens college applications, and provides a meaningful setting to complete required volunteer hours. Email this address on screen if you are interested. Bear Literary Magazine is looking for creative writing, art, poetry, you name it, they want it. Find Lauren Annalise Love or connect with Mr. Damian Wagner. I believe that's it for today's show. We will see you next week for our second to last show of the school year.